Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another review here on Pez of the Mind. I am James Phoenix. He's Chris the Mole,
Hello.
and this is our monthly look at the free games provided to us by Sony via the PlayStation Plus program. So we have a variety of games this month. We'll get to a couple of big ones in a moment, but other things we do. Let's see here. We're going to skip over the non-PS4 stuff. So there was Sparkle 2 and Foul Play, which were cross-play with Vita. I don't think either of us played those.
Foul Play is a side-scrolling beat 'em up that's done entirely like it's on a stage.
Hmm.
I don't like it. I didn't enjoy that. And you had to keep getting combos and stuff. I was like, no, I personally just didn't enjoy it. I tried it, I just didn't like it.
All right.
But other people may enjoy that game.
Fair enough.
And Sparkle was, I believe, it's like I saw it's like a puzzle game, but it just didn't interest me.
Okay.
Same with that and Cube or whatever. I didn't, or whatever the hell that one was. I didn't do that one, but I did do the others.
Okay. We also had the 20th anniversary edition of Another World.
Yep, which is a side-scrolling game where you have to solve. Basically, you keep you start in the water and you have to keep pressing the button to go to the top, and you get to jump over and you have to jump over stuff. And basically, it's one of those where you have to get from essentially left to right in like a pitfall style game. And it's pretty fun for what it is. And yeah, there is options available. Like you can have the new sound, or you can have the original sounds coming through it instead that aren't remastered. And it's fun for it's fun for what it is. And if you like the original, you may like the nostalgia, but I don't think it holds up well.
Fair enough. All right. Let's see. You didn't play the VR game, did you?
What was it?
Here They Lie.
We don't need to discuss that one, and we don't need to discuss Knowledge is Power. I think it is the other one.
Yep. All right. Then we'll skip.
The only reason why they were the bonus games last month, and me and Pew discussed those. We did, but I have played both of them.
Oh, okay. In that case, let's get to the two big ones this month. The first one of which was Destiny 2.
Yep, but Destiny 2 is pretty fun. If you've played Destiny 1, you'll know what it is pretty much. If you haven't, it's basically a shooter. It's basically a shooter where you get to get like MMO style equipment to boost up your character, like different pieces of armor, different weapons, and you go on quests. And the idea is to meet up with other players and try and do some on your own. There's raids, there's events. It's cool as hell. It's not really for me because I enjoy it, but the reason it's not for me per se fully, and the reason I didn't get invested heavily, is right before this came out is the new DLC pack, which the DLC is the stuff that they always push heavier, and they want you to spend money on the DLC, and you get a sense that they leave stuff off deliberately for the DLCs for this. And it is fun. It is worth checking out, especially with friends. So it's worth playing. And Destiny 2 is pretty solid.
Yeah, I own Destiny 1. It came with my PS4, but I've still never played it. But I've heard good things once I worked out some of the kinks that it is an enjoyable franchise.
You own Destiny 1?
Yeah.
Why the hell didn't you join us?
It's not even opened. I never had an interest in playing it.
The reason I mentioned that is we mentioned it last year or so. Me, Crispy, Richter, and I think possibly Pew all got a team together, and we were looking for other people. And you were like, "Oh yeah, I haven't got that."
I don't think I said I didn't get it. I think I would have said I hadn't played it. I do own the game. It's just not. It's still in its plastic. I never opened it.
Yeah, but it was fun when we were playing it together. But yeah, Destiny 2 is pretty solid.
Good. Glad to hear it.
You don't really need to have played 1 to enjoy 2. In case people are wondering, it's not like a massive, heavily story-based game. It'll basically catch you up in time.
Gotcha. Good. And I've heard even though it seems like it's left out of the main game, I've heard the expansion content's pretty good too.
It is for Destiny 1. Do you mean, or 2?
Oh, for either or.
For Destiny 1, the end DLC was pretty great. For 2, I haven't played the new one because I like I said, I don't want to buy the DLCs for that.
That's fair. Speaking of games that are heavily story-driven, however, the other game this month, which I thought they would have released a few months ago when the new game of this franchise came out, but they waited till now. But it's still cool to have God of War 3 remastered. And much like with a lot of these remasters on PS4, the graphics are not that much better.
It's because the jump's not that much different between 4 and 3 compared to 2 and 3. However, it is cleaned up and it is noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, yeah.
But God of War 3 is... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
No. I was going to say, yeah, because God of War 3 is still a great game. It's still very, very enjoyable. I did like God of War 3 was really where things kicked up a notch because in the previous games, you've been killing a lot of gods, but you hadn't seen a lot of direct effect of that, whereas in this game, you actually start seeing the direct effects of Kratos really getting down to the nitty-gritty of the gods that keep the world running. Like, he murders Helios, and all of a sudden, the entire world is just plunged into darkness.
See, I'll admit I have the opposite take on that.
Really?
I've mentioned it before, 3 is my worst God of War.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. It's a terrible game. A lot of it is just giant cutscenes. It's worth noting this was like a PS3 launch title or close to it. So it's at that time where they just want to show off the graphics of, oh, look at our cutscenes.
Yeah.
That kind of bores me with the God of War because I wanted to just play. The new one does cutscenes well, but integrates them with playing through the cutscenes, and it's an actual big, grand story, so it's cool. That one just felt like it slowed the action down because you spent more time watching him do stuff and doing stuff yourself. So 3 was my least favourite out of the original trilogy, and it's worse than the PSP games for me.
Which is fair enough. I did like the PSP games also. I have the Origins collection, but I thought this game was really good because, like I said, I thought it kicked it up a notch. I liked that they worked in the plot line where even Gaia, whom had been kind of guiding Kratos for 2 games, ended up betraying him in the end because she had her own agenda with the Titans trying to regain control from the gods. And the cool little message at the end where it came down to him and Athena. Rather than give Athena back the gift of hope that she wanted, he gave it to the people, to the humans, and I thought that was kind of a cool ending effect. That in the end, he defied the gods one final time and gave the hope to the humans, which is the hope that he would have wanted to have had all those years ago to win battles that he ended up selling his soul to Ares for in the first place.
And I will just correct what I said. It's my second least favorite God of War. I forgot about Ascension. Then I just remembered that, oh yeah, the Ascension piece of crap exists. But
I don't think I've played Ascension.
It's not good. But okay. Yeah, it's like I don't know, it's weird, but it's like they go overly gross on some stuff compared to what they should, and it felt like gross for the sake of it, and it just didn't feel like God of War.
Gotcha.
I like my favorite's the newest one. I love that one, but 3, like I said, it's a cool movie. It's worth checking out if you like movies, but. Yeah, like I said, the gameplay is severely lacking compared. I feel they didn't do enough compared to 1 and 2, and some of it seems rehashing stuff that they did in 1 and 2.
Yeah, they do bring back the whole Pandora's box thing and make that a focal plot point again.
But it was overall. But overall, it's not the worst thing they could have given.
No. And if you'd like to hear more about what we think of the new one, you can check out the review of that on the Gaming Zone. I believe it is.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So that was the Plus games for this month.
Yep, which means I'm going to rate it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like I always do. I'm going to give it a very
Okay.
There's a lot of mini games. There's a lot of indie titles that aren't that good, or puzzle games I don't really care about. The bonus games are the same as last month. That's bonus games. They're always for 2 months now instead of just 1.
Yeah.
But then when we get to the main one, Destiny's okay. Destiny 2 is okay, but it's only given you because they want you to buy the DLCs.
Right.
And God of War 3 is it's okay, but it's very mediocre in terms of how it stands. And so overall, for a month, I'm going to say it's a very blah month. Like, Destiny and God of War, big names, but they're not great ones, if that makes sense. So they don't really So I'm just gonna give it a middle ground.
Okay. I respect that. Yeah, I would throw it about. I would go 7 out of 10. I think it's a decent showing. I think it does have some big AAA titles, and I have been waiting for them to do God of War 3 remastered. So I'm glad they finally did do that. And Destiny 2 is a very popular game, so even if it was to sell DLC, I respect that they gave the main game away for free. I think it was a cool idea. And it sounds like the side game's the one kind of side scrolling with little puzzles was kind of neat, and the other one, which is more of a puzzle game, sound like they're at least fun distractions for an hour or two, if you're even just 30 minutes, if you got something to do, even if they're not substantial in terms of their depth. So
Yep.
that's good. All right. Well, we'll be back with you again next month for more Plus games.
We will.
Mole, thank you for joining me.
Yep, a pleasure.
And be sure to join us. We'll have some more stuff coming up next weekend. We're going to be taking a look at the new Matt Groening show, Disenchanted, as well as taking a look at the new Netflix film based on the anime Bleach.
Called Bleach.
Called Bleach, correct.
But yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, that'll be good.
One little nitpick with that movie that annoys the hell out of me.
They crammed a whole season into 2 hours?
No.
Right.
Like I said, I enjoyed the film.
Right.
But yeah, they cut some stuff out, but it was expected for that. But yeah, what annoys me is there's like 4 different audio options, none of which are English. I'm
Irony.
okay with it not being dubbed because I really enjoyed that film. I'll talk about that more later, but when we go to the review, because it's fucking awesome. But you got Japanese, Spanish, French, and something else. I think it's Brazilian or something. And I'm like, where's English? I was hoping that we'd get the English dub. Yeah, I didn't expect it to match their mouths, but I hoped like the dub cast, like Johnny Young Bosch and stuff, would be back voicing the characters, and I thought that'd be awesome to hear the dub voices doing it. But yeah,
that would have been a good idea.
But still, Japanese with subtitles is still good. It's pretty fun. But you'll get to hear more about that.
Yep. All right. We will see you for all that stuff and more, folks. Mole, thanks for joining me.
Yep.
Peace.